Did you know that a staggering 80% of people believe that talent is the key to success? But what if I told you that talent might actually be overrated? What if the real secret sauce to achieving your dreams lies somewhere else entirely? Let's dive into this. All right, so let's break this down. We often hear the phrase, "Oh, they're just naturally talented," when someone excels at something, right? But here's the kicker. Talent isn't everything. In fact, it can be a double-edged sword. While it might give you a head start, it's motivation and grit that keep you moving forward when the going gets tough. Enter the Sigma male, the embodiment of self-reliance and determination. Sigma males are those lone wolves paving their own path, driven by purpose rather than recognition. They show us that you don't have to be the most naturally gifted person in the room to achieve greatness. It's all about that relentless drive to improve and overcome obstacles. Now let's talk about the common misconception that talent is the main driver of success. We've all been there, right? Watching someone with apparent raw talent breeze through competitions or classes while we struggle. At some point, we've all witnessed this. That person who seems to effortlessly excel while we're stuck, feeling like we're barely scraping by. It can be incredibly discouraging to compare yourself to them. But here's the kicker. While it might look like they're on the fast track to success, what you often don't see is that raw talent alone can be a trap. It might get them ahead temporarily, but it's not what keeps someone at the top. It's easy to feel defeated by this perceived advantage. When you see others excelling effortlessly, it's only human to feel like you're falling behind. But here's something to remember. What you're witnessing is just the surface. You might not know how hard they've worked behind the scenes, or, in some cases, how much they're coasting on that talent alone. This perceived advantage is exactly that, an illusion, that talent alone can carry someone through life's challenges. But here's the problem. Relying solely on talent can lead to complacency. Here's where things get tricky. Talent can be a double-edged sword. If you're naturally good at something, you might think, why work harder? When things come easy, you can get comfortable. But comfort is dangerous. It can make you lazy, causing you to overlook the need to push yourself and grow. Complacency leads to stagnation. When you're naturally good at something, it's tempting to coast along without putting in the necessary effort. And that's the real issue, coasting. Imagine you're gifted at running. You might be the fastest without trying too hard, so you stop pushing yourself. But guess what? There's always someone behind you, running harder and faster, closing the gap. Eventually, you'll slow down while they catch up or even surpass you. Coasting may give you short-term wins, but in the long game, it's effort and perseverance that make the difference. And guess what? This can leave you vulnerable. This is where it gets real. Relying on talent alone is risky. When you hit a roadblock or face unexpected challenges, you might not have developed the grit or work ethic to push through. Talent can only take you so far. And when the going gets tough, it's the person who has been working hard, honing their skills, and staying disciplined who will come out on top. What happens when someone with less talent but more determination comes along? This is a classic scenario. We've all seen people who might not be as naturally gifted, but their determination, consistency, and effort push them beyond the talented ones. They show up day after day, putting in the hours, grinding, and constantly improving. Over time, those small steps of progress add up and can easily outpace someone relying on talent alone. They'll outwork you, outsmart you, and ultimately outshine you. This is a fact. Effort beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Determination drives people to learn more, push through setbacks, and keep improving. The person who consistently works on themselves, studying, practicing, refining their skills, will always gain an edge over the one who rests on their laurels. And in the end, it's not just about working hard, it's about working smart too. Those who combine effort with strategy are the ones who truly stand out. There's a harsh reality, but the truth is, if you're not putting in the effort, someone else will. It might feel tough to accept, but this is the truth. Success is not a passive process. If you're not actively working on improving yourself, growing, and pushing beyond your limits, someone else is. And that someone will be the one who reaps the rewards, not because they were more talented, but because they were willing to put in the work. Effort beats talent every time. And if you want to stay ahead, you need to be willing to put in the grind. Let's dive deeper into the role of motivation. Motivation is that driving force that pushes you to get up early, to stay late, to sacrifice, and to hustle. It's what keeps you going when you hit a wall. Sigma males exemplify this. They're fiercely independent and self-disciplined, qualities that are crucial in the journey to success. They don't wait for external validation. They create their own path. Think about the countless stories of individuals who didn't have a natural talent, but achieved phenomenal success through sheer willpower and hard work. For instance, take someone like J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter hit the shelves, she faced numerous rejections and hardships. But her motivation to share her story and her relentless determination led her to become one of the best-selling authors of all time. This is the essence of what beats talent, the ability to push through failures and keep striving towards your goals. Here's where it gets really interesting. I want to share a personal story that perfectly illustrates this point. Back in college, I had a friend, Tom, who was a natural at math. He would breeze through exams and homework without breaking a sweat. On the other hand, I struggled. I put in hours of studying, often late into the night, trying to grasp concepts that came easily to him. Fast forward to our final exams. Tom got a solid B while I managed to snag an A. Why? Because I was motivated. I put in the effort, sought help, and practiced relentlessly. That experience solidified my belief that while talent can give you a head start, it's the motivation and hard work that ultimately lead to success. So what have we learned today? Talent can give you a leg up, but it's motivation and the Sigma mindset that truly propels you forward. It's about pushing past limitations, embracing discipline, and being willing to put in the hard work day in and day out. Remember, the journey to success isn't just about being naturally gifted. It's about how much you're willing to put yourself out there, learn, and grow. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a time when motivation outshined talent in your life? Drop your stories in the comments below. And hey, if you're curious to learn more about Sigma male characteristics and how they can help you achieve your goals, don't forget to check out my next video. Let's keep this conversation going.